Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Oh, what the heck was that? My voice just cracked there. I sounded like a bloody teenager. Alright, let's carry on with what we were doing. So basically, at this point, we were just kind of waiting for our resources to hook up so that we could build our laser comm satellite. We're also needing some production on this city, so what do we want to make? We do have some extra titanium, but I don't think I want to waste too much of it on battle suits, since we really don't have too much, and we're only like 3 turns away from, well, not 3 turns. 3 turns plus, how much more do I need for grav tanks? Okay, so about 19 turns away from grav tanks, which isn't too bad. And those are, I mean, you know, you still want some battle suits, but they can wait. So I think instead we are going to go ahead and build, pardon me, let me see, are you maxed out on trade right now? You are, so we don't need a trade vessel. Well, if we don't need anything specific, then let's go ahead and build some more needle jets, because those are always good to have lots of. Up here, we probably have some buildings that we can make use of. We'll start with maybe the recycler. 75 turns to get that done, though. And our health is rather low, so I'd like to actually get that taken care of. So we'll start with a clinic there. It's going to take a while to build anyway, but you know what? At this point, we're just going to go ahead and automate your exploration, because I honestly don't care all that much. We got a plantation going there, and a trade convoy is finished. Where were you going originally? Oh, right, no, this is the one that we were holding back to send to Bongani? Sure. So we'll send him up there. That will take care of that. We just killed a kraken out in the little lake here, and immediately another one respawned, so that apparently is a pointless exercise that I will not be bothering with anymore. We'll just get them moved out of the miasma, and then you can fortify until healed. Same idea up here. You're just going to go on to alert, and you are going to move back into the friendly territory, and then we can start getting you healed up next turn.
Why waste your breath articulating a morality that was disproven with eloquence and foresight centuries ago on old Earth?
Alright, so we completed a quest here. Yes, thank you. So we completed a quest. I'm not sure what quest that was, but hey, that gave us some more purity points, which is never a bad thing. Hopefully we can get that leveraged into our victory here pretty soon. I'm hoping that I won't need to spend too much longer kind of waffling about trying to get the resources together, and I'll be able to pursue the victory quite hard here shortly. Speaking of, though, oops, that's not what I wanted. Speaking of, we do need to buy another, maybe we actually don't need to buy it. We have some miasma over here we can get rid of. Let's go ahead and send them over there to do that. You're going to fortify until you're healed up. We have some upgrades available. We can upgrade our cruisers into destroyers. So we can either give them 20% when attacking, or another 5% per unused movement. Well, I think I'm going to take the just straight up 20%, because that seems like a better deal to me. Now, production. What do we want to go build over here? Gene Garden wouldn't be bad for boosting our health a little bit more. 7 turns to get it done. Yeah, we're going to go ahead with that. We don't need too much in the way of military, because the AI has just not been threatening in that regard. Pardon me again. So hopefully they remain that way, but I mean, even if they do, I don't think it's going to be too hard to keep ourselves safe here. Because, yeah, overall, the difficulty in this game is definitely not... I mean, I'm playing on a low difficulty, and then just kind of the overall difficulty so far just doesn't really seem to be all there. Alright, so we finished that launch complex. So I can kind of... Mostly just because I want to see what the quest decisions are. I've never actually seen them before. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go ahead and build a destroyer so we can start getting some naval power at least. Quest decision. Our new command center is ready to begin operations. We need only decide who shall run it. There are 2 candidates. One is an expert in siege warfare, and the other is a former spy master within our intelligence community. Both candidates have impeccable credentials and come highly recommended. I can either hire the Siege Commander, which will give me 15 city strength from command centers, or the Spy Master, plus 1 covert agent from command centers. Neither of which are particularly awesome, so... Well, I mean, I shouldn't say they're not particularly awesome, but in this game, they're not really going to be used. So we're going to go ahead with the 15 city strength, because I'm not really using spies all that much. So there's that quest complete. Alright, you can go ahead and start removing that miasma. And we should, hopefully, be, oh, how long do we have until this is kind of hooked up here? Oh, I think we'll be able to go ahead and build our satellite next turn. So actually, this might change from a destroyer over into the satellite. Actually, I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Machines can be journeymen to machine apprentices, as long as we are still the masters.
Alright, mechatronics is finished, which gives us access to the Lev plant, which is a nice bit of production in exchange for a couple of float stone, which we have plenty of, so it's really not all that big of a deal. Now I want to go ahead and go right into the mobile Lev, because that gives us some more points in purity, which is needed, but it also gives us the Lev tank, which is going to be really useful in making sure that we can turn that excess float stone into military power. Now, speaking of, let's go into here. I want the actual build queue, thank you very much. And I want a lasercom satellite, and we want that to be built before the destroyer. That's only going to be 4 turns. Actually, I wonder, can I just buy one outright, I wonder? What's a lasercom satellite? 490. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to do that. Never mind. You go down there, and then cancel you. And lasercom, bye. Done. We have so much money right now, or energy, or whatever you want to call it, that it's just absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so you guys are finished, so you're just going to fortify there for now. That is our petroleum, hooked up. So, we're going to send you over to the silica to get that hooked up next, because we might as well. Next turn, we'll be able to launch that lasercom satellite, and finally progress on to the next stage of the victory condition. That'll be nice, because we've been here just a little bit too long. It's been a bit of a slow progression into the victory. But hopefully next turn we'll, as I said, we'll get to the next stage and go from there. Alright, lasercom satellite, ready to launch. What does this thing actually do besides... Let me see. Once in orbit, establishes contact with old Earth, which is part of Emancipation and Promised Land. Any city in range also receives a plus 15% science over, plus 15% science overall. Alright, well, might as well launch it right there. The science boost will be nice. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so victory's updated. Alright. So we launched the lasercom satellite. Finally, after all these years, we have the voice of Earth. Armed with the knowledge that our home still stands, we are relieved. Our struggle has not been in vain. As their new home prepares to embrace them, we must continue our labors, if we are to complete our glorious mission. Now that we have re-established contact with Earth, we can move forward with the evacuation. Space travel being impractical, we will need to employ a more effective means of transportation. For this reason, we must begin production of on a warp gate. A massive planetary wonder that will allow us to transfer our brethren from Earth to here. Oh wait, that's the Promised Land. That's not what we're doing. Where is Emancipation? That's the one we're doing. Alright, here we go. So this one is the one that we're actually looking for. Finally, after all these years, we have regained contact with our homeworld, yet the victory is bittersweet. Speaking with Earth, it's clear how little has changed. These poor souls, they cannot comprehend the glory that awaits them. Oh wait, no, isn't that the, That's the, tech one, the Supremacy. What's Purity? What was the Purity, one again? Can't remember. What does this one want me to do? Research nanotechnology. Alright, let's take a quick look at the tech grid. Where is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology. It's over here. And that is the Lev Destroyer with the tactical Lev under it. Nanopasture. Yeah, okay, so, sorry, I guess the Promised Land is the one I want to go for. Because where's hypercomputing? Hypercomputing is here. Oh, never mind, that's... Oh, wait, Emancipation Gate, level 13 in Supremacy, so that's not what we want to do. Exodus Gate, level 13 Purity. Okay, so this is the one we want to do. Right here. What do we need? We need level 12 in... No, wait, level 13 in Purity for that. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the Mobile Lev, because that'll push us a little closer to the to the affinity that we need. And maybe move on to one of the other ones that'll give us a little bit more affinity. So yes, so the next step towards the victory condition has been successfully completed. And I have the hiccups, which is not good. Not something you want when recording. Hopefully they will go away soon. Okay, so we finished up clearing that miasma away, which is great. Okay, so there's a little bit of a war going on, but it doesn't really affect me one way or the other. As far as I'm concerned, they can all go kill themselves, and it would only be a bonus to me. Because I guess that would get me the domination victory. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I would have to capture their home cities first. Either way. Let's go ahead, and we're going to Terror Escape here as well, since, as I said, we have a ridiculous amount of money right now. Where were you going before? You were going to Janali, which is that one over there. Right now, that's just a little bit of food, which isn't really all that useful. I can send you down to Bungai, which would actually be really useful for them. So we're going to go ahead and do that just to kind of hyper-grow this city to start with. Speaking of, at this city, let's go ahead and purchase a worker. And that way we can start using him next turn. I forget where I was sending them. Oh well, I will figure it out when they get there, I guess. And yes, we definitely need to do something to kind of curb the unhealthiness. Because the penalties are starting to get just a little bit too bad. Alright, so there's that done. We can go down here. Do we have any other resources to hook up? Suppose we could hook up some more floatstone if we really wanted to. But that really doesn't seem like a good idea. I can do a Terror Escape. That gives me 2 energy and 2 culture on this tile. Which doesn't really seem all that worthwhile to me. But I can just do something like a farm as soon as I find it, which is 2 more food and another energy. I don't value culture that high. The production would be nice. But, yeah, I think I'm just going to do a farm there. Alright, speaking of worker, we're going to go ahead and buy that so that we can hook up another source of titanium. You go ahead over there. We'll get the farm built next turn. We have a tac jet here ready to go. We're going to just put you into air intercept mode. And production is going to begin on... Let's see here. You know what? I've gone all this time and I haven't built a repair facility. It's 3 turns, so it's well worth it. Alright, and now we have a virtue to select. Let me see. What do we want to do with that? I can earn extra science equal to my culture, which, boo. I can get 40% science penalty, or minus 40% science penalty, which isn't too bad. I could kind of go down here, though, and pick up... ooh, that one is actually really good. What do I need to pick that up? I would need to pick up 2. I would need to pick up 25% production towards buildings which have already been built in the capital. That one would have been good to pick up a little earlier, but since I don't have it now... Or I could kind of continue down the prosperity path. 15% build speed, or... Actually, that's the only one I can get right now. I need a free worker, which isn't really all that useful. Which could then go into Pioneering Spirit, which is more culture, or less culture needed for expansion. That doesn't really seem all that great for me right now either. I think I'm going to go ahead, do the standardized architecture to start working my way down towards interdependence network. Alright, we have a quest decision here. With the creation of a new auto plant, our people will no longer be tied down to the manual labors of production. They will be free to focus their energy on more noble pursuits. But what of the auto plant itself? Its automated systems will produce whatever we wish, but it is we who must supply its purpose. Towards that end, shall it serve trade or consumption? Export and trade gives me +1 trade routes, which is really nice. Or +1 energy. Yep, gonna be the trade routes. That one is a no-brainer. You know, let me see. Do I want something that is markedly good, or something that is only meh? Let me put it this way. I would build the auto plant even if it had no other purpose than to give me one more trade route in the city. Whereas I would not build something if all it gave me is +1 energy. So, yeah. There might be a little bit of balancing that needs to be done on that quest. Because that is ridiculous. Alright, so what do we want to build now? We can do a Gene Garden, 13 turns, 3 more health. Which is, pardon me, not a horrible idea. I'm thinking, because health is definitely starting to become a bit of an issue. Though, we can't really start setting up our own trade routes here until we get a trade depot and an ultrasonic fence built. So we're going to start with the ultrasonic fence, because really having a trade depot without one is kind of pointless. So we cleared up a forest for Megan, which is, which one? That's, oh yeah, it's our capital. Where are we going? No, I don't want to. Your colony is an utter mess. When's the last time you defragged? Okay. Very well. Let me guess. She's going supremacy. No. Nope. No, that's Elodie. Where's Ark? Here we go. Yep, she's level 5 supremacy. Well, we're going to have left tanks here in like 8 turns, so I'm really not all that afraid of her. Alright, what are we building up here? We can build Cyto Nursery, Command Centers. The Farmer Lab, actually, for the extra health. Because I want to get our health above 10. And then get it far enough above 10 that it's not really going to be too much of an issue to keep it there. So I think that is what we're going to do, because we're going to have a couple of cities kind of growing pretty rapidly here and taking up our... Well, I guess one city. This one's already kind of grown to the point where it's slowed down a little bit. But still. The point still stands that I don't want the growth of my cities to outstrip my health production by too much. This siege worm right here has been here for like the entire game. It's like, are you ever going to go away? Alright, so we have some production. I'm going to go ahead and build the love plant here. Just because, love plant... You say that wrong, it almost sounds like love plant, which sounds like we're selling like Ladies of Ill Repute or something, which is just no. The love plant, because 2 floatstone for 4 production in our capital city seems like a pretty good idea. It's not something I'm going to build everywhere, but, you know, in the capital city, not a bad call, I don't think. Let's see, what do we want to build over here? Thorium reactor actually wouldn't be too bad. An extra 3 energy, but I mean, do we really need the extra energy? Not particularly. I can actually start building a wonder over here if I really wanted to. There's nothing that's really all that interesting over there, truth be told. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and hook up a... Let's hook up another battlesuit. They're fairly powerful units, and we will still need them. The destroyer is done, so we're just going to kick him out into the water, and... Hello, Kraken. And he can just kind of wait there. Actually, can I shoot the Kraken? Yes, I can. Hi, Kraken. I did that just because I could. There's no reason to it. I don't expect to even kill the Kraken. I wanted to shoot it. Let's just see what the weapons were like. We're all but cogs in a planetary machine. Do not take on more than you can manage. Oh, she's angry at me for settling again. Like, seriously, woman, what is your freaking problem? We'll settle what lands we please. If you want to go to war, be my guest. I have enough money to just outright outbuy you in this war. Alright. What else do we got going on? Aliens are taking their turn. Alright, it's our turn. Oh, we have a quest update. Civil Skies. A new way of life has developed among those working in the floatstone quarries. The miners have formed an almost spiritual attachment to the substance. Some have even used it as an architectural material, building small communities of floating homes where they work. This new approach might work well on a larger scale. Found one city adjacent to floatstone. Oh, come on, really? Alright. Where do we not have the floatstone, any floatstone that we've already basically just out and out taken already? Now there's some here. I would have to go to war over it. Which might be fun, actually, now that I think about it. Go to war, blow up Fortune, and then take this city here. Actually, I'd have to blow up both Liberty and Fortune. Alright. That gives us a bit of a long-term goal as we research our way to a victory. Alright, so that's what we'll do. Beauty in the Eye of the Orbiter. Launch 2 satellites to investigate geoglyphs. What? By chance your satellite spots what could be a massive alien ruin. A collection of deep canyons are carved into the terrain with surgical precision. The scientific community agrees this phenomenon would be best observed from above. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to do that, but, alright, I need to... Oh yeah, this is the one that I can't do because I can't build a biofuel plant in Megan because there's no damn algae. Anyways. Okay, so we're done the silicon plant there. So we're going to go up here to these fungus and get that hooked up. Alright, oh yes, I was sending these guys up here just in case, Miss, Arc Leader, Susan I think her name is, or whatever, decided that she wanted to get, nasty with me. Alright, we have a trade caravan that isn't doing anything. Where were you going before? You're heading over to Sabda, which might not be where I want you to go anymore. Let's take a look. Actually, that's still probably the best route you have available. Alright, carry on with that one then. Alright. Oh, there's 2 Krakens here. I guess they don't like me. You're just gonna put you on alert for now. We're not gonna try to shoot the Krakens anymore. Mostly because I don't think I could win. Being perfectly honest. So yeah, I guess we'll be going to war before too much long. I want to basically get a nice healthy supply of Lev tanks going. And some TAC jets to use as defense against her from taking my cities before I really commit to it. Oh, you are awfully close. Let me see, 1, 2... You can't attack that boat actually though. Anyways, production, what are we doing over here? Health is still a little bit of an issue. Can we build anything else over here that kind of helps with that? Cyto Nursery does a little bit, but it's not really worth it, in my opinion, just for that. No, not really. We can build a laboratory, though, and up our scientific output, which is never a bad thing. You're gonna just fortify for now. Same over here. You're actually just gonna go to sleep. Because until we're actually at war, I really don't have a use for you. That's something to keep in mind, too. I should be able to, build up... I should start building up some more Navy as well, just to make sure that I have something to protect myself with. My disagreements with LOD have become too much to bear. This is a situation that can only be resolved with force. Will you join me? Sorry, we have no interest. You want to go and kill the French chick? Be my guest, but I'm not going to help. Mostly because I'm planning to kill the American chick. Or wherever she's from. Alright, so we have some more production choices to make in Ayan. Again, Cyto Nursery, not really worth it just for the health on its own. But it does provide kind of a nice all-rounder. Still, I think something like an auto plant would be a better use of our time. Speaking of, let's go ahead and keep building farms and stuff over here just to make sure we have plenty of room for growth. Still need to... I suppose I could found a city right up here and avoid a war altogether. Be a pretty pointless city, but it's not like I'm hurting for money, is it? Unfortunately, things aren't going well over here. Can you spare something for a friend? Okay, so this... refusing this is going to... is going to make her slightly angry at me, but I'm not willing to give up my science, so no. So if we look here... Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. I thought that would make her angry with me. Or maybe it didn't. It just wasn't showing there yet. Let's see here. No, they don't care. Cool. Alright. Yeah, me and Arc Lady. Like, why does she not like me? Destroyed the station they were trading with, which, okay, fine. I did. They asked you to stop settling near them. You ignored them. Okay, fine. You have a different affinity. Okay. They condemned us. Okay. You have shown aggression towards stations they trade with. Okay, why am I getting nailed for that one twice? Like, seriously. Anyways. Don't matter. Not really. If I really wanted to, I can wipe them out. I think, though, just to kind of speed things up a little bit, what I'm going to do is kind of come up here. And I'm going to buy a settler. And then next turn, I'm just going to send them over here to this floatstone. Settle right over here. It's not really going to be all that useful of a city, but it will complete a quest. And again, it's not like I'm hurting for money right now. Alright, what do we want? Use only for scientific research or unlimited use for all people? So basically, +1 science from Bionics Labs or +1 culture. I value the science more than the culture, personally. Alright, you're gonna go ahead and build a farm there. As soon as I can find the icon. That's outside of my territory? Alright. Is no longer. Give me. Let's see here. So you're done there. Let's go here and buy that tile. Yeah, don't go across the water. That's probably a good way to get eaten by the Kraken. And you construct a plantation there. And that'll be that. Alright guys, so I think that this is a pretty good place to end the video for now. So we definitely took a nice step forward in our victory condition this time around. Getting that satellite up and running. We are but one turn away from having our love tanks. And we'll be completing a... Oh, hello. Krakens don't like me, it seems. Kraken also lost, so yeah. Alright, well, before I end this video, I think Mr. Kraken needs a punch in the face. So, screw you. Oh, did that not kill it? That didn't kill it. Uh-oh. So, as I was saying, thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please... Wow, sorry. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, I'm just not even going to try that spiel right now. Apparently, my body just does not want me to say it. So long, guys.